Meet Aiden, the warrior of Diablo 1. He's a roided out monster of a man. Seeing as he's the only melee class, it seems fitting. They always talk about Barbie's impact on young girls, but this? Whew. The warrior is one of 3 classes native to Diablo, the others being the rogue and the sorcerer. See if you can figure out what they do. This swell little place here is the small town of Tristram, located in the Kingdom of Khanduras. The King of Khanduras is, or well was, King Leoric. We find out 16 years later in the 3rd game that Aiden was Leoric's eldest son. It's almost like they had no idea what to do with the story, so just made something up. I have to say real quick, the theme music for Tristram instantly transports me back to around 1998, chilling in my grandparents' living room, slaying demons and caring about little else. If I'm ever in a bad state of mind, all I have to do is listen to this gem and I'm instantly in a better place. Anywho, this is Kane. He sounds like Sean Connery.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
There are tons of other townsfolk, but we'll discuss them when they become important. Except Jillian. She's just a waste of pixels.
Thank goodness you returned.
We talk to the owner of the local tavern, and he informs us that some dark riders passed through here and slaughtered the townspeople. Now the church is infested with creepy crawlies, and he wants us to exterminate them. One hell of a welcome home party, eh? We have a sword, a shield, and... That's a 2x4 with a nail sticking out. Great. The devil himself is below our town, and they want me to take him out with a 2x4. Do you think in situations like this, where not only the fate of the town, but the entire world is in your hands, that the local shops would be more than willing to lend you anything you needed? Nope, you have to buy everything like everyone else. Now it's time to go to church! Well, that's not a good sign. One thing the game forgot to mention is that the king's youngest son, Prince Albrecht, has been kidnapped and taken inside the church. The Archbishop Lazarus, the king's right-hand man, took the men of the town into the depths of the catacombs. There, they were ambushed by countless monsters and a horrible demon known as the Butcher. The townsperson takes his final breath, and we enter the cathedral.
Your death will be avenged. The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
We slash our way through the first 2 levels, when we stumble upon a room full of corpses. As a kid, this room gave me nightmares, not because of its visual aesthetics, but because no matter how hard I tried, I struggled to beat the Butcher.
Fresh meat.
Adult me took him down fairly easy, though.
The spirits of the dead are now avenged.
Random townsperson avenged. Ooh, what's this? He dropped a present for me, his cleaver. It's pretty damn good, but only has 10 durability, which becomes troublesome as we move forward. Back in town, Ogden, the tavern owner, tells us the sad story of our king.
The village needs your help, good master.
How he was driven mad with the abduction of his son. He started killing everyone close to him, suspecting everyone, till eventually he was killed by his own knights. His skeletal corpse has been resurrected and controls an army of the dead, something that we need to take care of. We venture to the 3rd level of the cathedral, where we stumble upon Leoric's burial chamber.
The warmth of life has entered my tomb. Prepare yourself, mortal, to serve my master for eternity.
That sounds promising. We battle through waves of spooky, scary skeletons before finding the big man himself.
That's a huge bitch!
After a heated battle, my game glitches for a second, and my father dies.
Rest well, Leoric.
I have daddy issues, so I take his crown for myself. We fight our way through the 4th level, where we encounter this odd goat man.
Please, no hurt, no kill. Keep alive, and next time good bring to you.
Garbad the Weak, huh? This quest is easy enough. Go off screen, come back, and it'll give you an item saying he's making something cool for you.
Something for you I am making.
Oh boy, a staff! That's totally useful to a warrior. Go off screen and talk to him 2 more times, and this happens.
This too good for you. Very powerful. You want, you take.
That took a turn.
I'm not impressed.
Name checks out. We head back to town to sell the utter garbage that Garbad pawned off on us, when the town blacksmith, Griswold, gives us our next quest.
Stay for a moment. I have a story you might find interesting.
Too long didn't read, a meteor crashed, and Griswold says he can make something cool if I come across it.
Yep, that's a cow all right.
Off to level 5.
The smell of death surrounds me.
Alrighty then.
This room is the GOAT! We've encountered one of Aiden's few weaknesses, ranged enemies. Goat archers and other ranged foes will retreat when you get too close. Since you can't run in this game, it sometimes turns into a long, boring game of cat and mouse. A magic rock? This must be what Griswold wanted.
This must be what Griswold wanted.
We'll take that to him later. When I open this door, 2 horny demons attempt to ram me, but I stop their advances with manly madness. After poaching some rhinos, we come across a book that reads,
And so, locked beyond the gateway of blood and past the hall of fire, valor awaits for the hero of light to awaken.
Ooh, ominous. So we have to find these 3 giant kidney stones and put them in a bird bath. Doing this will open the false wall, leading down a dark, creepy hallway. We cut through a gaggle of horned demons and then we find it. Arcane's Valor.
May the spirit of Arcane protect me.
The best mid-tier armor in the game. Let's go show this off to Griswold.
Let me see that. Aye! Aye, it is as I believed!
Oh, that's right, that stupid rock. Well, Griswold put a ring on it at least. Putting on medium armor upgrades the character model, and I have to say it's pretty smexy. Down on the next floor, we find a mythical book.
Beyond the Hall of Heroes lies the Chamber of Bone. Eternal death awaits any who would seek to steal the treasures secured within this room. So speaks the Lord of Terror, and so it is written.
Chamber of Bone, eh? That's what I called my bedroom back in high school. In said chamber, we fight tons of enemies made of, well, you guessed it, bone. After fighting off these bones for what seems like ages, we get drilled again by some horny demons. I ignore their advances and go straight to a book that summons a Hydra for hardly any time at all. I now know this useless spell. Yay me! Dude, seriously, screw these archers. I put way too much time into that. Moving on. This dude's just chilling here, minding his own business when I happen by.
What? Why are you here? All these interruptions are enough to make one insane. Here, take this and leave me to my work. Trouble me no more.
Touch. Don't touch.
Your curiosity will be the death of you.
I'm sorry, did I break your concentration?
Aiden's got jokes. At least he dropped a decent weapon. Spoiler warning, I use this for the rest of the game. Now on to level 9.
It's hot down here.
Well, standing in front of a river of lava will do that, Aiden. Honestly, the next 4 levels are lacking in quests for me. I did get one for the Black Mushroom, but I couldn't find it. I guess we'll just go to hell then.
I must be getting close.
I love how there was a giant chasm leading straight to hell right behind the healer's house this entire time, and nobody decided that was important enough to tell me. This is where things begin to get a bit tough. We still don't have the best gear. I have okay armor and a decent weapon, but my shield and jewelry are lacking. This first level of hell is full of Hell Knights, which run in groups and have fast melee attacks. I get stuck blocking nonstop and can barely get a hit in. This requires me to think a bit more tactically. Anywho, here's a quest for a unique Hell Knight, where there'll be tons of them.
The armories of hell are home to the Warlord of Blood. In his wake lay the mutilated bodies of thousands. Angels and man alike have been cut down to fulfill his endless sacrifices to the Dark Ones, who scream for one thing: blood.
This should be good. After scouring the entire level, I finally found him.
My blade sings for your blood, mortal. And by my dark masters it shall not be denied.
I fought off his hordes of Hell Knights, and I'd take down the Warlord himself.
Your reign of pain has ended.
He dropped rags. Freaking rags. These would have been useful in level 1, not when I'm almost at Diablo. Well, he's got a ton of weapons and armor racks, so let's see if we can find something useful. Oh, what's this? Let's go to town and see if it's something useful. Oh yeah, it's useful. The problem being, I need 90 strength to wear it, and I only have 54. I tried so hard to avoid doing this, but I ended up resorting to an old dupe glitch, and I made a ton of strength potions till I reached the 90 I needed. This'll work just fine. Let's go find Diablo. On the next level, I get pelted with blood stars. The succubus are just as bad as the goat archers. At least they're nice to look at when they run away.
I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave.
So here I am, surrounded by big titty goth girlfriends and giant snake things, when I stumble upon this giant pentagram. Nothing suspicious about that, right? I cut out over 17 straight minutes of me fighting these chicks. They're relentless, but here I found the Staff of Lazarus, which they put on display surrounded by dead bodies for some reason. I finish clearing the level, and I head back to town. Sean Connery has a confession to make. His real name is Deckard Cain, the last surviving member of a secret organization that was tasked with keeping the three prime evils, Diablo, Baal, and Mephisto, in their earthly prisons. Long story short, there's a gem called a Soul Stone that contains their essence. When placed in a human's forehead, they possess their body and transform into their earthly forms. Cain is worried that Prince Albrecht, my brother, is going to be Diablo's new host. We head back to the pentagram to see a red portal. I bet there's nothing bad in there. Inside, we battle more goth girlfriends and unlock some seals. We save them from getting clubbed! Yay, animal abuse jokes! The final seal plays this cutscene. Hey, look, these were good graphics back in 1996, alright?
Abandon your foolish quest. All that awaits you is the wrath of my master. You are too late to save the child. Now you will join him in hell.
Kind of an odd choice for your final words, but okay. Honestly, Lazarus is a pushover. Just back him into a corner and he can't teleport anywhere.
Your madness ends here, betrayer.
Now that he's gone, we can finally go to the final level. I fill up every inventory slot with health potions because I want to do this in one run. I'm not worried about picking items up, there's no point now. Alright, let's go. We have to go to the different corners of the level and pull levers to unlock Diablo's room. There's a ton of enemies in the way, but I'm holding my own. After hitting the last lever, I head to where the ultimate battle takes place. I quickly dispatch of the pawns attempting to protect Diablo. Getting surrounded at this point would spell disaster. At this point, it's just the two of us going toe-to-toe, and it's over? Well, damn, that was easy. I cut out the Soul Stone, Albrecht returns to normal, and for some reason Aiden jams a Soul Stone into his own head. Yelling in pain, and an epic monologue about heading west for answers, setting up the sequel. So that, my friends, is the first Diablo in a nutshell. It's an amazing classic that was a huge part of my childhood, and I'm so glad I got to share it with all of you. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that, whatever. I can't make you do anything. Or can I? Who knows? But thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all next time. Have a good one.